There comes a time in every duelist career that we finally get to see Gordian Slicer going to the moon. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oscar. This one's a very fun one and personally close to my heart. I love Gordian Slicer. I think this card is cool. I loved playing it in Regenesis as a board breaker. You know, you're able to do some nasty things with this. But suddenly, some eyes are being drawn to this card right now as it's been popping up in side deck trends in the OCG because you're able just to, you know, outboards. Because it's one of those very fun cards that acts as a board breaker without, you know, really allowing your opponent to really respond with things, which is actually really, really cool. Now, right now, you're looking at this, you're like, hey, it's $8, Robbie. It's not too crazy. I mean, realistically, that's true, but you got to start taking into consideration here, you know, this is $9, $9. You're already hitting that $9 to $10 mark for a card, and obviously, you know, the Kirby going up. So, congratulations, you know, you have a provided board breaker, and obviously, look at your amount of sales on this thing, man. People are starting to get the memo on this. The good news is the QCR is not too terribly priced at the moment. You're already pushing 30, 35. Actually, I lied to you. This is about to be a $50 card. You can get a Spanish copy here in QCR for $30. And yeah, off we go. So I would keep an eye on this. It's an incredibly good board breaker, and it's able to provide you with some great tools, man. Shaddoll cards. So nobody should really be surprised that cards like, you know, some of the more off-the-wall Shaddoll stuff is starting to have a little bit of an uptick. I mean, obviously, this isn't much, but it's, you know, $2-3 per copy of Squamatas. Isn't really anything too crazy. As we shift down here, I mean, Battles Legend Ultra Rares are 2 to 3s. Megatin Commons are nothing. Actually, that's it. That's your highest rarity of Squamata, was your Battles of Legend Ultra Rare. So even like the little bits and pieces for dolls are seeing some upticks. Same thing with Schism right now. I'm actually not surprised that, I'm surprised that I'm not surprised that Schism hasn't gone up yet. I think some people you're starting to see this uptick. I mean, 5, 7, eventually you see the $8 mark. I wouldn't be surprised if dolls kind of continue with a decently successful run, that this card will probably hit $10. It's also one of the few RAO1 QCRs that are very, very populated. I guess to be fair, Rarity Collection 1 was literally opened into oblivion. There was and should not be any reason why these cards should be too crazy. But yeah, keep an eye on Schism. Remember, it's by far probably one of the most splashable ones, especially when you can dump something out of your extract and go recruit for this stupid thing. And then, you know, you're able to set up a window during the opponent's turn to further interact. Also, you know, you can set up a lot of other things. If you're playing the pure doll build, you can do a lot of dumb things with this card, because it's just a free main phase fusion every single turn. For the caveat if it can't attack directly, but I mean, who cares? Evolzar dolkkas. So this is like the opposite side of the spectrum right now. I guess dinosaurs are doing really well in Genesis format right now. So now people are going, well, I guess I got to go pick up some dolkkas to kind of make up for this. To be fair, this was a $5 QCR. I had to double check that. And you've just graciously gone up over time. Your highest sales look like they were the $22 mark, which is kind of sad, actually, because like this card really shouldn't be that much, but 30, and then eventually we hit the $53 mark. $53 for QCR dolkkas. I will say, though, that even though this dolkka is very high, the only one that's like coming up behind it is the original Secret Rares, and these still only have like 32 listings. I feel like Secret Rare printings of dolkka have always just been extremely short on listings. I don't even think there's been years where I've seen dolkka have any Platinum Secret Rares coming in 81 listings. And the tins, I mean, these have got plenty of listings for the Secret Rare. At least all the other low rarity, the gold. At least there's plenty of lower versions out there for you to work with. Satellarknight, unukalhai. So, are you surprised to see a Well, first of all, you can get a damage for 450. Yikes. But it looks like every other version of unukalhai right now has been pushing... God, man, this is AP. $17, $18, and then somebody thinks they're getting $52 on copies of unukalhai. So the problem one is older format application. Satellarknights are a pretty fun deck in some of these other formats that players want to try. So now you've got that, plus, you know, it's anytime on summon you get the Foolish Burial one. So even in the modern deck, this is not bad. How many printings does this stupid thing have? Common, and the super. Your last printing for this was back in 2015 tins. That's crazy. Super Polys. So you guys know Extended Art Madness has been beautiful with this. Right now the Ultras have bumped up to the $70 mark. Not really partially surprised about that. But it does look like, you know, we're hitting... There probably will be a time here. It's so sad to say this. But you probably will see these Extended Art Super Polys, the Ultra versions, will probably hit $100. And I'm not just saying that because, like, there's 12 listings, but I mean, Rarity 5's been out for what, like, shy of 2 months at this point, and there's only 12 listings of these on the market. If this isn't the bell going ding, 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 in your head, telling you this is going to be a dangerous thing, this is dangerous. And it's also the same thing over here with the Starlights. I mean, we already saw that these got obliterated off of the market. To be fair, this card, I really don't think this card should have ever been this cheap. I just think that it's the old Starlight technology, and I don't think people are really happy with that. But with that being said, though, realistically, these 220, 240 was very, very cheap. And I mean, you've seen your uptick, right? Somebody actually bought the bullet on the 250s just because there was a playset available. And good job, I guess. But honestly, like, the sales data... It's very, very, very staticky when it comes to these. It's just whoever wanted to pick these up actually did so because they wanted play sets of them to actually have them for whatever max rarity deck they wanted. Dragunity Knight of Bred Hairs. Are we surprised? I mean, like, this is by far one of the most important cards to the Dragunity deck. I mean, when opponent activates a monster effect, banish a Dragunity monster from the graveyard, negate that activation. If you do, destroy that, or banish that. Ooh, just banish that monster. Feeling daring today. And what? Destroy its opponent's monster by battle. You can banish an opponent's monster if a single summon card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and destroy all spell trap cards your opponent controls. Monster effect banishing, which is really, really good. And it's a negation. You get monster removal, and you get spell and trap wiping. I'm not surprised, people. $4 to $5, though. It's just people with deeper pockets came through here, saw Dragunity stuff, and it started moving up. Not surprising. Emmersblade? Is this real? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you the modern era highest rarity for this. We got plenty of these stupid things on the market. You can get RAO4 QCRs all day long for $3 to $4 a piece. Ain't nobody going to be making a big old stinkeroo on that. That's pretty normal. But I guess we have to go look at the absolute Power Force versions, because typically $13. So this could get dangerous very quickly. I see we're already hitting $30 on mod plays. Light plays for $31 for Unlim. Oh, first eds are $57. You actually, last light plays were $35 and $40. With no near mint selling in the last 3 months. Okay. And last but not least, QB. Are we surprised to see, like, it's a good synchro monster that's level 9 that literally is a macrocosmo. Like, I understand why this card is starting to go up in price. Yeah, look at this, man. $9. Meanwhile, though, I mean, you have the nice little alternative down here. I don't know if this QB-Mon win or... Where? Come to me, Shen. Alright. 7 cents for the Battles Legend Super. And the common is also 7 cents. I wonder why the high rarity is going up. The other two are ugly. But what you guys think about today's market. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.